And it's Freak missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Valanciunas against Bosch. The 11-footer, good on the jump shot. 6 points now for Valanciunas. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Ross with it. He had 13 points in the win against Milwaukee.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
Here's Freak. 7 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Patterson, that's good.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
Miami's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Now Lowry, who's coming off a 25-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Here's Freak after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Screened by Valanciunas. Lowry drives in. The shot is off. The Heat have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And that one's good. 14 points for Freak.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now, here's Lowry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Dang against Ross. Patterson, the screen. And DeRozan. Here we go. Bosch grabs the miss. The Heat leading by 4. Freak with it. Lowry picks him up. And here's Freak. He's got 14. Lowry brings the double. There's Freak. And no good as it rattles out. Right side, good.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Now here's Lowry. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Three from the inbound.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Freak sinks the 15-footer. Freak's got 16.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Okay, fans, put your hands together
A moment now to see the stats for Wade. His last 10 games, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Not his best production, and I expect him to break through and get back on track soon.
I really think, Greg, he just needs to relax. He's been trying a little too hard. He's got to let the game come to him more.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Winslow's checked in for Dan. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Freak. 16 points for him. Goes up on the high post, and he hits the jump shot. Freak's got 18 points in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And DeRozan, here we go. Ross on the wing. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game, and that is good. And that's 10 points now for Valanciunas.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Raptors trail by 10. On the court for Miami here in the second. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. D-Wade out there with Freak, and it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. A shot by Lowry, wide open, and the lead is down inside single digits.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans got the job done. He ended with 32 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. A game like this just illustrates the success this team has enjoyed this season. What a special year, guys.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay on a roll like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Outside Lowry. Here's the floater. They grab their own miss. Combo dishes to Valanciunas. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Chris Bosh.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. 12 points and 2 rebounds. You talk about being on. He's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys.
The Raptors making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Luol Deng is checked in for Miami. Valanciunas on the double team. Freak. Money from the wing.
Come on now, let's go.
Freak's got 20. Raptors trail by 6. Lowry kicks to Patterson. Screened by Valanciunas. Here's Ross. Almost, but it rolls out.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Heat?
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
The shot by Lowry, no good. The Heat leading by 8. Now here's Freak. He's got 22. Six on the shot clock. And shot on the way. Good as the jump shot falls. Freak's got 24. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against New Orleans.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game, some caused by their good defensive play, but some were just carelessness.
Clock at 2. And the Raptors miss again. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Patterson bringing the double. Here's Freak. Here's Wade. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. Number 1, the Heat.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
And it's Freak missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Now, here's Lowry. Defense right on him. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Raptors trail by 12. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your
Here's where Toronto sits right now in the league rankings. 3rd in opponent field goal percentage. 4th in steals. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And going back to their defense, they make so many things difficult for their opponents. I mean, they make those second effort plays, and the intensity level never wavers.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Heat ball.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You look at Miami. Right now, they've acquired the 2nd-best record in the conference. And, of course, there's Toronto, just a couple spots back.
And when I look at Toronto, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
I was one of those who was thinking that thought, that they would take a big leap. It's still not too late. No better place to get right and tight than at the postseason.
And stolen by Freak. The step-back jumper is good. Freak's got 28.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defender something extra to think about.
Now, here's Joseph. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Valanciunas passes to Ross. And again, Toronto no up.
Really tough for this group right now.